Hello students, this is your teacher McEnroe again. I hope that you guys are doing good and well at home. So today I'm going to deal with the parts of speech for class 8. So for that we are going to have a lot of fun. So the thing is that if you are sitting right in front of the TV, don't forget to pick up your pen and a notebook and note down whatever I'll be teaching you today, because those are going to be important. Okay children, as I told you that I'm going to deal with the topic named the parts of speech. So we have to learn that what is actually it is called the parts of speech. So now we'll just have to look at that. A linguistic category of words sharing syntactic or morphological behavior and semantic properties, or in simple words, there are various parts of speech which makes the sense of the language while speaking or writing complement in a proper manner. Oops. I suppose that you are not able to understand what I have read just now. Okay, I'm going to make it simple. Without the parts of the speech, a language or word cannot be spoken or written beautifully with an accuracy. So first of all, kids, I have to make it clear. What is speech? Speech is nothing but a dialect or language that has to be conveyed to a person who is listening to you. That's called speech. But remember that whenever you are speaking to someone, in order to communicate or in order to converse with other people and all that, you have to make sure, what you have to make sure is, because those words and those sentences are very much beautiful, and please don't ruin them. So we are having that habit of making those mistakes. Like, I'll tell you one thing, there are many examples that I'm going to tell you right now. Like, sometimes we used to say, your name is what? That is going to be the first example actually. And do you think so that the message is conveyed? Yes, it is understood as well, because there is no problem with that. It's not wrong at all, but the thing is that it's not making a complete sense. So there are so many examples like, water give me to drink, shop is there today, Rohan came playing cricket, bus is fasting going, please slow it. Oh, those sentences are okay, understood, and the message is conveyed, but the essence of the language and the dialect is missing. It's not there at all. You are not making sense out of the languages over there. So how you are going to do that? How you are going to perfect yourself? Remember, this is the way that you have to learn, and that's called parts of speech. The first one, how are you going to ask a name to a person? Whenever you're asking a name, it has to be like this, right? What is your name? Isn't it simple to ask a person like that? And it's so beautiful to be listened and heard. The next one is actually, water give me to drink. Would you like to give me a glass of water? How beautiful is that? The next one, shop is there today. We do these mistakes every now and then. I mean, like when we are talking about the lockdown right now, most of the people may be like asking this question to many people out there using like this word, right? Shop is there today. And the person, how is going to respond to that? He will be saying, yes, the shop is open today. The shop is there today. That person is not going to correct you. That person is not going to rectify you that you have actually, said some incorrect sentence over there. But it's your duty. I mean, like, you have to do justice with the language, right? You have to do it. I mean, like, it's such a beautiful language. So in spite of asking that one, you just can simply say this: is the shop open today? How beautiful is that? It's not even, I mean, like, difficult to say. See, I mean, like, we can use all those terms for Dom, Dick and Harry and all, but we are not like that. We shouldn't be doing that. Like the next one, Rohan came playing cricket. Yeah, that's again understood, because Rohan has come to play cricket. But again, that sentence over there is incorrect, and that is not supposed to be said like that, and it will be completely inappropriate. Like the first one, the bus is fasting going. Come on, fasting? You know the meaning of what is fast actually? Whenever you are keeping yourself hungry, because in order to do some custom or something that is tradition to be fulfilled, you are doing that fasting. So that's called fasting. So how could be the bus doing that thing? The bus is fasting going. Please slow it. You are not supposed to say that. In spite of saying that, you just have to use this term by saying like this: the bus is going fast, please slow it down. This is the proper way. Or there are many things also to be used like that. I mean, like, sir, I think the bus is speeding up. I want you to slow it down right now. You can use such terms. I mean, there are no wrong. But the thing is that you have to make that language beautiful. Because the beautification of that language is actually according to the parts of speech over there. So it's very much important for us to learn all these parts of speech so that we will be able to communicate and write and be actually a responsible citizen for the country. Yep. Okay, in order to go ahead, I just want to tell you guys that parts of speech is having 9 distinctive parts. The speech can be divided in 8 distinctive parts of speech, but some modern classification have defined, and thus there are 9 parts of speech now. You know it very well. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, and article. The last one is article and deter. That's not determiner, okay? It's determiner. Yeah, articles and determiner. The definition of noun. What do you mean by noun? Noun refers to persons, animals, place, things, ideas, or events, etc. Nouns encompass most of the words of a language. Yes? Nouns are what? They are nothing but just a name of a person. Like for example, Max, Julie, Catherine, Amit, Rohan, Ritu, etc. And the same thing for the animals out there also. Dog, cat, cow, kangaroo, elephant, wolf, etc. And name of the places like New York, the United States of America, New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. And the same thing for the object, inanimate things like bat, ball, door, house, etc. And the ideas also, a name for an idea like devotion, superstition, happiness, excitement, etc. So there are so many things to be learned, but since we don't have that much of time right now, and I don't want to give you that much of workload, so it's just this thing that is more important for you to understand today. Just the definition of noun and those things that how are they supposed to be used. Like I was telling you, they are referring to a person, animals, place, things, etc. Okay, there are different types of nouns. Okay, those are proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, non-countable noun, collective noun, compound noun, and material noun. We shall discuss about it later when we are going to meet up in the next class, because I have got so many things to teach you and it has to be taught to you thoroughly. I cannot teach you like that because I want you to understand each and every sentence is what I'm teaching to you. Pronoun. That is the next part of speech, pronoun. You know the meaning of that? What is pronoun? Yeah, it's there on your screen. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Pronouns are used to avoid repeating the same nouns over and over again. For example, Rohan ran so fast that he broke his last record. The pronoun he and his saved us from repeating the name Rohan again and again. Got it? Let me explain you. If I'm going to say Rohan is a good boy, Rohan plays cricket, Rohan would like to swim, Rohan sings some beautiful songs. If I'm repeating that name Rohan, that's actually, it will be sounding awkward. In spite of that, you can use the pronoun, which is he, because he is referring to Rohan, the noun. So you can say like this, Rohan is a smart boy, Rohan is a naughty boy. And the next example, the next sentence could be like this, he is a good boy, he loves to sing some songs, he is a good cricket batsman, he loves to play football. So in that particular sentences, like whenever you're using he, so that is referring to Rohan, which is noun actually. So in order to avoid the repeating word of noun that is supposed to be Rohan, we have to use all those things like he, she is supposed to be a female or a girl, then that time we can use she. And if we are referring to an object, inanimate things, that time we have to use it. So he, she, it, I, we, you, they all are known as pronoun. Okay, the different types of pronoun are subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. And we shall come to you later whenever we're going to have the next class, and I will be elaborating them. The next is verb. It's one of the important parts of speech actually. A verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition. A verb is a part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Verbs are the hearts of English sentences. Yeah, that's true. The verb is one of the, not one of the, actually it's the hearts of English. If you don't know verb, then I think so that the sentence will not be completed. So make sure that you are learning verb in a short time, because that is going to help you a lot. There are some examples which are given below. Jacob walks in the morning. It's a usual action. Mike is going to school, a condition of action. Albert does not like to walk, a negative action. Anna is a good girl, a state of being. Verbs are related to a lot of other factors like the subject, person, number, tense, mood, voice, etc. So there are different types of verb. Finite verbs, non-finite verbs, action verbs, linking verb, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs. So as kids, I was telling you why verb is important, because it has many things to be added over there. Whenever you say Ram goes to school, there goes is actually the most important word which is going to complete that sentence. So without goes, that sentence will be incompleted. So remember that you just have to thoroughly learn this thing. That I will be telling you more about verb, like what are actually important for verb to be learned. The tenses, like the present tense, past tense, and future tense. Again, as I told you that I'm going to teach you later about all those things thoroughly, because it's going to make quite a lot of differences whenever I'm going to teach them thoroughly to you. So remember kids, as how you are fast learning, that will be important for you to learn. So keep doing all those things, whatever I'm telling you right now. The basic forms of verb. There are 6 basic forms of verb. These forms are as follow. The phrase form, base form, children play in the field. Infinitive, tell them not to play. Past tense, they played football yesterday. Past participle, I have eaten a burger. Present participle, I saw them playing with him today. Gerund, swimming is the best exercise. So there, children play in the field. The base form is actually play. We are talking about some children who are going to play, and they are playing in the sense like, so the base form over there will be play. Infinitive is actually tell them not to play. Tell them not to play is actually a negative statement. Whenever you are asking a person not to do so, that becomes a negative statement in the tenses. The past tense, they played football yesterday. Their P-L-A-Y-E-D, played, is actually the past tense. And you know what is the first form of played? It's play, plays, played, played, playing. Again I'm saying play, plays, played, played, and playing. So the past tense of play will be played with ed, P-L-A-Y-E-D, played. The past participle, I have eaten a burger. There actually you are showing that you have done a job. What kind of job has been done? You have finished, I mean like you have taken a burger. So with have and eaten, remember that whenever you are using has and have, the third form of the verb will be used there. Like I have eaten, I have gone, I have seen. All those things are the third forms. For example, let me tell you what is actually the first form of eaten. Eat, right? E-A-T, eat. And the second form, that would be ate, A-T-E, ate. And the third form would be eaten, and the gerund form, that is ing form, would be eating. So whenever you are using has and have, remember that you are using the third form of the verbs, which are eaten, and for see, seen, and for do, done, and the same thing for speaking, that is spoken. So the first form for spoken would be speak, spoke, the third form spoken, and the fourth form with ing, that is gerund form, speaking. So as I have told you about gerund, whenever you're adding ing with the verb, like play, ing, ink, playing, swim, ing, swimming, eat, eating, look, looking, saw, seeing. So saw is actually the past participle. And there are so many like words like calling, and then pulling, throwing, standing. Whenever you are using ing with the verb, that becomes a gerund form. We call it as a gerund form. The next one is adverb. Now tell me kids, what is adverb? Okay. An adverb is a set of words that modifies verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. It tells when, where, and how an action is performed, or indicates the quality or degree of the action. Many adverbs end in ly, but some words which end in ly, such as friendly, are not adverbs. Many words can be both adverbs and adjective according to their activity in the sentence. For example, Robin is always hungry for success. Now tell me which one is adverb in that one. Be ready with that. I love her very much. He is running fast. Alex works hard. He wrote that willingly. Now, again I'm telling you what is the meaning of adverb. It's the word that modifies verbs, an adjective and other adverbs. What is modification? Suppose Robin, okay, what he does always, he's hungry for success. He wants to be a successful person. Who? Robin. So there, which will be adverb which modifies this actually? Come on. That will be hungry. Okay. That is actually he is hungry for success. He wants to be success. He wants to be successful. The same way as I love her very much. Very much is actually showing that he is loving a person more than he is loving himself. So very much. As the same one over there, the third example, he is running fast. There fast is showing that the person who is doing that activity right now is doing it fast. So he is running fast. The same thing with Alex works hard. Here Alex is working hard. So those words are supposed to be adverb. Like you say, no, I mean like sometimes you say, he is singing a song beautifully. And he is doing it brilliantly, amazingly. These terms are actually adverb. Whenever you're using the word over there and at the end of that you're using ly also, so those becomes actually the adverb. Clause and phrase. Adverb clauses and adverb phrases are clauses and phrases that modify the verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs in the sentence. Example, he ran toward the bus until he was tired. That is adverb clause. And the second one, he came carrying his box with two hands. Adverb phrase. We were panicked without any reason. That is again an adverb phrase. So I think it's that you must have understood that what I'm trying to tell you, that how these parts of speech are important. There are different types of adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs, sentence adverbs, adverbs of time, frequency, when, like, adverbs of place, direction, where, adverbs of degree, how much, and adverbs of manner, how. That is going to be taught to you. Okay, adjective. What is adjective? An adjective describes or modifies nouns and pronouns in a sentence. It normally indicates quality, size, shape, duration, feelings, contents, and more about a noun or pronoun. Adjective usually provide relevant information about the nouns, pronouns they modify, describe by answering the questions. What kind, how many, which one, how much. Adjectives enrich your writing by adding precision and originality to it. Like for example, I mean, as it's clearly mentioned over there, it describes and modifies the noun. Okay. For example, if we are having a cricket team and we'll be having one dangerous batsman in the team, so that dangerous is actually adjective. It is the same thing about so many example that I'm going to tell you. Um, yeah, we have some brilliant singer in our group. So that brilliant is actually again an adjective because that tells the the modification, that actually shows the modification of the noun, that what he does and what kind of person he is, as it's mentioned over there, what kind. So he is actually, I mean, like if he is naughty person, that is again an adjective. If he is again laziest person, that is again an adjective. So the same thing with the dangerous batsman over there. The dangerous actually showing, or you would say like the character of the noun. I have 10 candles in my pocket. Like how many do you have? 10. So again, that number 10 is actually one of the adjectives you could say. I love that red car. Okay. And whenever you are, describing the color of something that you love, that you like, that again is an adjective. Red car. So that is one of the adjectives. The next one, I earn more money than he does. How much? See, it's clearly mentioned over there that how you have to actually use those adjectives whenever you are framing those sentences. Different types of adjectives, it's clearly being shown on your screen. Descriptive adjectives, quantitative adjectives, proper adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, possessive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, indefinite adjectives, articles, compound, and descriptive adjectives. Preposition, that is the next part of speech. What is it actually? A preposition is a word that indicates the relationship between a noun and the other words of a sentence. They are actually most of the important terms also to be used over there in the sentences. They explain relationship of sequence, space, and logic between the object of the sentence and the rest of the sentence. They help us understand order, time, connection, and position. For example, I am going to Canada. Alex threw a stone into the pond. The present is inside the box. They have gone out of the town. There are a few interesting linguistic facts about preposition. Yep, it's clearly given over there in the example. I am going to. To is one of the preposition. And the same, I mean, like the second example also, into the pond. That is again one of the preposition. So all those words like into, under, below, bottom, above, upon, these are preposition. There are so many. And as I'm telling you about the phrasal preposition over there, they are those which are flashing on your screen right now. Because of, in case of, instead of, by way of, and so on. There are so many prepositions that you have to be careful while you are using them in your sentences. So, but the types of prepositions are preposition of time, preposition of places and direction, preposition of agents or things, phrasal preposition, and preposition of time. Preposition of time show the relationship of there between the noun to the other parts of sentence. As I told you earlier, on, at, in, from, to, for, since, ago, before, till, until, etc. are the most common preposition of time that we use always whenever we are making or framing sentences. Okay. The next part of speech, the seventh number of the part of speech is conjunction. Now the definition. Conjunctions are used to join clauses, phrases, and words together for constructing sentences. Conjunctions make a link between among words or group of words to other parts of the sentence and show a relationship between among them. So now it's quite clear to you all that what is conjunction, because whenever you are joining those clauses and phrases, that you need conjunction over there. For example, Alex and Robin are playing together, so their and is conjunction. Okay, Alex plays well, but Robin plays better than him. Which one is conjunction in that one? Alex plays well, comma, but Robin plays better than him. It's but, but, because that is actually shows that You are comparing between these two people, Alex and Robin. I play cricket and Robin plays football. Again, and, that is conjunction. When he was sick, I went to see him. Which one is actually, again, conjunction over there? When he was sick, I went to see him. Different types of conjunction: coordinating, correlative, subordinating. The job of a coordinating conjunction is to join two words, phrases, or independent clauses which are parallel in structure. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions which are by far the most common conjunction, and they are and, but, for, nor, or, so, yet. These are called coordinating conjunction. Interjection, the 8th part of speech. An interjection is a kind of exclamation inserted into regular speech. Actually, it is a brief and abrupt pause in speech for expressing emotions. In spoken language, interjections are the words we instantly use to show our reaction to something which influences our emotion. They are the initial reaction and sometimes do not even make sense. However, for formal speech or writing, using interjection is not appropriate. Yes, it's true. Interjection is something that whenever you are excited and surprised, you use all those terms over there. I'll give you some example like, wow, what a beautiful scenario, amazing, oh my god. These are all actually interjection. And remember, whenever you're writing them, it has to be the exclamation mark has to come after them. Like whenever you are saying wow in writing, you have to show the exclamation mark. It's just the same thing with oh my god, OMG, it's so beautiful. So likewise, interjection is again one of the excitement kind of a thing that whenever you are showing your feelings towards all those things, that type interjection is used. The last part of speech, article or determiner. A determinable part of speech taken to include the definite articles but also the basic relative pronoun. A grammatical marker of definiteness, D, or indefiniteness, AN. The article is not always listed among the parts of speech. It is considered by some grammarians to be type of adjective, or sometimes the term determiner, a broader class, is used. So I'll just show you the example. Like those are the example like a and the. How are you going to use them? A boy, an orange, the United States of America. Yeah, in such a way you have to use them. It is again for the determiners like there it is. That is one of the wonderful scenario that I have noticed. Like he is one of those. So those words which I'm talking about are actually the articles and determiners which are also important to be the parts of speech. So children, today you have seen a lot about parts of speech. So I hope that you are going to remember those which I have taught you just now, because they are going to make a difference whenever you are framing those sentences. So kids, remember that whenever you are speaking or communicating, you have to make it beautiful, because language is one of those things that have to be taken care of. So kids, I'm telling you again, it's very much important for you to learn all these parts of speech, because they are also the part of your life. So kids, stay home, stay safe, hashtag we are with you, God bless you, and thank you.